I need a vacation from this vacation.
She's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty letter and a straight jacket round her waist. When she gets a bite, you better run, you better hide, better prove that you're not worth the chase. Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary when she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live.
Good morning, friends. Happy Monday to you guys. Happy Thursday to me. We are at Crunchy. Look at us. This is my second day at the gym post vacay. So we came home Tuesday. We drove over 9 hours. It was like 10 hours straight. We usually like to stop in Tallahassee because it's like halfway. We did that on the way there, but on the way home we were like, let's just get home. We got home around like 6:30ish, but man, that 10 hours in the car did a number on your girl. Okay, like my right glute, ass cheek, and my back is so effed up, it's not even funny. From like, I guess, sitting awkward and just sitting period. I am always on the go, you guys know, and get all my steps, which by the way, we'll talk about that in a minute as far as the trip's concerned. But I did something and yesterday it hit me and I've been like walking funky. The shark came today, so we're feeling all the shark feels. Holy moly. But I do want to start off with saying that I did weigh in yesterday. Coming back, first thing, I was like, let me weigh and see what the damage was. 1.4 pounds, y'all. That is it, okay? And that is, sometimes I will gain that on a regular week, you know what I mean? So what I want to preach before we get into like how the trip went is I see so many people in my program, so many people that message me that are so deathly scared of the scale when it comes to vacation or taking time away from the gym. We are doing all of this for longevity of life, for quality of life. You keep hearing me say life, right? What are we doing all this if we're not living life, okay? It is okay to take time off and to enjoy yourself, enjoy life, enjoy food, y'all. There's nothing wrong with enjoying food. Like, you should not feel guilty because you are enjoying food. It's what you do most that matters. If you're not eating the things that you know you're not supposed to eat on a daily, if you're not eating that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day, and you're eating it once a year on vacation, not even that, not everybody goes on vacation every single year, you get where I'm going, then it's not going to do anything. Freaking enjoy it. And I did. Like, I ate when I was hungry. I didn't overindulge in anything. And I feel like there's a difference there than it was just like a few years ago. I felt like it was YOLO, like I had to go all in because we're on vacation, and it's not like that for me anymore. And did I enjoy the things? Hell yeah, I enjoyed the things, but I ate when I was content. I didn't overeat. I didn't get things just because we were on vacation, you know, that type of thing. And I feel like that definitely helps as well, mentally, physically, for your body and all the things. But I didn't weigh in this morning, but because of the shark, but I will weigh in Saturday for my check-in and see where we are. But we're right on track. 1.4 pounds, that's nothing. I can lose that in a day. That's water weight, you know what I mean? So the moral of the story as far as that's concerned is enjoy your vacation, enjoy the moments, because we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So enjoy them and quit getting stuck in your head for shit that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But the vacation was amazing. Thank you so much for everybody that sent me messages on Instagram, checking in daily on Trey. Like, that just warmed my heart and meant so much to me. So thank y'all so much. Y'all were checking in on him, seeing how he was doing, if we got the right pass, you know, because I said I had my anxiety was off the chain with that. And everything went great. We did have to register him. They have changed their disability program at Universal. So we had his lifelong pass and card, but now you have to register it online, which we did. And they're doing that because, guys, the unfortunate thing about it is that so many people abuse the system, meaning that they really don't have a family member that has a disability, and they're just lying to be able to get all the perks and benefits, which it definitely hurts people like me and my family that actually need it for Trey. But we have his autism diagnosis and all that kind of stuff, so we were able to upload that to the thing and we got approved right away, so that was fine. And we're able to get the pass that he needed, and it was awesome. It was amazing. The last day that we were there, which we went to Epic, He did have a couple of episodes just because by then we were all tired AF, you know, and it's a lot of walking. He gets hangry, and if he gets hangry, that's when he has his issues. So I had my snacks in my bag. Thankfully, I told you guys, so to the rescue with that. But he was ready to come home by Monday night is what I'm saying. But he loved all the rides. He is a thrill seeker, thrill rider for sure. Epic was great. If you are going to Epic, it just opened in April and May. I love it way more than the other parks because first off, there's bathrooms everywhere. Okay, I can't say the same for the other parks. Bathrooms everywhere, and if you're doing the refillable souvenir cup, which I highly recommend, they have stations everywhere, which the other parks do not either. And you can fill them up at certain like cafes and stuff, which is nice. So that was a nice perk, and I don't feel like there's as much walking at Epic. Not everything is so freaking laid out miles apart like Studios and Islands of Adventure. Way good, way good. Now we did have over 20,000 steps there, but we were there all day. We were only there a few hours at Studios and literally got 20,000 steps in just a couple of hours because it's laid out so freaking crazy. So highly recommend Epic. And Stardust Chasers roller coaster, if you like thrill rides, best ride in the park. We got to go on it back to back twice because there's no line, because it's not kid friendly, you know what I'm saying? So there's mainly people are there for like Mario World and Harry Potter World and all that kind of stuff, and we're like thrill ride, so we were able to ride it twice on both sides, which highly recommend you do if you can get on. But it's the best ride in the parks out of all of them. Number 1, Velocicoaster being number 2, and Hagrid number 3 as far as thrill rides in our opinion. We did go to Horror Nights Friday night, and my only beef with Horror Nights, first timer here, for my people that have been before, y'all comment and sound off down below. But my beef with Horror Nights is I didn't feel like it was scary, okay? And it's just because I'm a freaking weirdo, and it takes a lot to scare me and to gross me out, I guess, because I'm just like immune to this now. It's like my blood. But I was not, there was maybe, I don't know, under 10 jump scares for me out of the 8 houses or 7 houses we did. I think we did 7 out of 10 houses. We did both shows, so we got a lot out of it. Now we did have Express, and I highly recommend you getting Express if you go to Horror Nights, or you ain't getting in any houses, maybe 1, 2 at the most. That's crazy. So definitely do Express. It's worth every penny, even though it's freaking hella expensive. But I wasn't scared, and I feel like it's because they jam you in like sardines. So I could see because we were right next to each other, I could see everybody getting scared ahead of me. So by the time I got to it and they jump out at me, I already knew it was coming. So that was a big bummer. Whereas most haunted houses, they put you in groups, like 5 at a time. So you go in with just that, and you don't have anybody around you. So the jump scares are true jump scares. And I would have been scared shitless if that would have happened. But being that I saw everything ahead of time, almost in every freaking house, I didn't have many jump scares at all, which bummed me, because I want to be scared. I'm paying all this money to get scared. I want to get scared, and that didn't happen. So I was a little bummed out about that. Jason Universe was the best house by far. We went into the Terrifier house, but Jason was the best out of all of them, in my opinion. Really, really love that one. Love the scare zone aspect. That was probably one of my favorite parts, is just walking throughout and the scares come up at you. That was really cool, and being able to interact with them like that versus going in the house. So love that. Five Nights at Freddy cupcake was off the chain. Love that. I wanted to eat more food. It's just I couldn't. I was like, I had a mozzarella stick, and I was freaking full as a tick already, and then ate that cupcake, and I was like, I'm done. I wanted to get the Five Nights at Freddy pizza with the meatballs and spaghetti on top. Everybody says it's amazing, and that was the one thing I wanted to get, but I just had no place to put it. I was stuffed. So there again, not trying to force anything, you know, but it was an amazing experience. I definitely want to go back again. It's one that I can see where you want to go every single year, because the houses are different every year, and they don't announce them until like a month before the event and all that kind of stuff. But I just wish they would kind of like, I know they're doing it because there's so many freaking people and like jamming you in the house, but if they would just like stagger it maybe 30 seconds, you know what I'm saying? So that way you can truly get the jump scares. Or maybe next time I'll just like stand there and let the other people go ahead of me, you know what I mean? And like hold up the line, you know? So that way I can get the jump scares that I paid for, you know? But other than that, iconic and loved every second of it. So we had a great trip, but I am tired AF. So being all cooped up in the car, I feel like my body is hurting something fierce. The sharks come. I did train yesterday and do upper body. Today is lower body. I'm not gonna like push it. I do have my regular programmed day I'm going to do, but it's not going to be as heavy as a weight on some things just because I'm just in there to move my body. And fun fact, I left my headphones at home on a leg day. Like, what is my life? I put them on the charger. I brought them yesterday and one of them had 100% and the other one had 0. I don't know what happened. I guess I didn't put it in the little charging port all the way. So I put them on the bed to charge while I was getting dressed, and you know, I rushing, putting stuff in the crock pot you guys saw. I left and I didn't realize until we were like way too far that I left my damn headphones at home. So we're gonna have to rely on Crunchy's music. This happened to me not long ago, like a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't too bad. They were playing the music pretty loud. My goal is to get in and get out of here today. Like, move my body, do the things I need to do for health and my muscle, and get the hell out of here. Pre-workout meal, I'm gonna start reading y'all the calories because I know I don't mention it. I just like scanning. You're like, girl, what are these calories? Ain't mathing at the end of the day because I'm not talking about the pre-workout meal. So we had our protein cereal, which was 471 calories, 25 grams of protein, 82 carbs, 5 fat, and 1 fiber. On the way to the gym, I drank my pre-workout. I've got my BCAAs and EAAs in my Killing It cup. Yeah, look at me blinged out. So we're gonna go in there and get something done. We've got thrifting to do after this. I went thrifting yesterday at the Restore. If you follow those Thrifting Thursdays videos, and y'all make sure to watch this Thursday's Thrifting Thursday, because if I have days today and tomorrow like I had yesterday at the Restore, that video is going to be, it's already fired just from yesterday's haul. Okay. All right. We're going to manifest that when we get done with this. Post-workout meal, wonky, because I'm going to be out and about doing shit, you know, like it is, but I'll show you what we're going to have in the car and then we get home. You guys know the drill by now, but I'm looking forward to the weekend. I said I need a vacation from this vacation, and I know a lot of you guys can relate to that, especially when you're doing a theme park vacation. It'll wear you out. We got over 20,000 steps every single day. Every single day was almost a 10-mile day. So maybe that's why only 1.4 pounds went up, because your girl was like trucking it and getting all them steps in for sure. And I could feel it too, and especially that car ride. So we're still moving our body, we're still checking off these boxes, but I'm gonna look forward to the weekend to actually get some rest, some sleep. We were getting up early every freaking day, staying up late, you know, not getting enough sleep and doing all the steps. So looking forward to that this weekend, just chilling, not being around people be a people in, you know, I got my people fix over at the theme parks and stuff. So I'm grateful and blessed to just be in my space with my people and just not go anywhere and zen out this weekend. That is the plan. Y'all let me know in the comments down below if you've been to Epic Universe, if you've been to Halloween Horror Nights, your thoughts, any pro tips and tricks, because, you know, Halloween Horror Nights might be an annual thing for me now. I don't know. But again, not if I'm not going to get scared like this time, but I might have to be that person that holds up the line and just lets people go ahead of me for a few minutes and then go so I can get truly scared, because, you know, it ruins the fun when you know what's gonna happen, you know. The houses, I will say, were like immaculate. Like the details in there and all the stuff, that was like chef's kiss. I can go on and on all day about this, but your girl needs to get in there and move her ass, move these legs, and be productive for today. So let's get it.
She's nothing like you ever seen. Her mood goes up and down and round and round, and ain't no telling what she might do next. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty lighter, and she might just come for you. Should always sleep with one eye open. You better keep in mind to always look over your shoulder. Cause when you think you're safe, just stay awake. She's moving closer. Cause she's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty lighter, and she might just come for you. She's a snake crawling, creeping on the floor. If you give it.
Who friends, killer leg day, killer session All the posing rooms were full. I mean, what's new? This Crunchy is so packed. I can't imagine this place at 5 p.m. I talked to one of my friends from the old Ratchet Gym. I've got many of them that have came over here since it is closed, obviously. And he's like, I came one time at 5 o'clock and I had to wait for everything. He said it was a total nightmare. Like, he didn't even finish his session and walked out. He was so aggravated. I was like, there's no freaking way. I can't imagine, because it is so freaking packed in here at 7:45 in the morning. Like, crazy town. But the posing rooms were done. But a moment of silence, not a moment of silence, but a moment for the new Dark Sport Michael Myers shirt. So they released 500 of this one specifically. I can't believe I snagged one, because right after I checked out, literally it sold out. It was crazy. It even says on the tag, like, of 500 limited, blah, 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 but it is next level. I can't believe the money I paid for this shirt, but the quality of these Dark Sport shirts are so freaking good. I love the way that they fit. This is my third one. They're pricey, but they're gonna last forever. I was talking to a guy in the gym the week before vacation. He stopped me. I was wearing, I think, my skull one that I have a skull, a werewolf, and now this Michael one. And he was like, where'd you get your shirt? I was like, Dark Sport. He had a Dark Sport shirt on. Sometimes it's hard to decipher if they are Dark Sport, if they don't say wolves or whatever on the front. He's like, oh my God, look, I've had this one for years and it looked great, you know, and we got in a conversation about Dark Sport and all the things. But I'm next level obsessed with this. Like, be sick of me wearing this like every week for at least one leg day for sure. But the leg day was amazing. Without headphones, can you believe I did a leg day without headphones? It's honestly not bad. They didn't start playing good music until the end. I don't know, like, they changed their playlist, whoever's working in the front. Sometimes they be like, Crunchy be a bumping, you know, but today it was pretty ratchet when we first started, and then they were getting good like when I was on the treadmill. But I'm busy like doing things on social media and stuff, like in between with resting. I feel like when I don't have my headphones, I go faster. Like, I'm not just dilly-dallying around and like jamming out, and I want to get in and get out. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I need to leave my headphones at home more often. I don't know. But we are headed to the Goodwills to do our Thriftin' Thursdays. My expectations are low, to be honest with you guys, because yesterday was such a killer thrifting day. But, you know, we can always go in and be surprised, right? Sometimes my Goodwills definitely surprise me. We've had conversations on those videos, and y'all converse down below, that the Goodwill be losing their mind. Like, I haven't experienced the hella crazy prices like some of you guys have. Thankfully, it is still way more expensive than a thrift store should be, for sure, especially when you compare it to like the Restore or even my other store with the food bank. I mean, I think their prices are lower for some things than Goodwill sometimes too. But you can find some gems in there. Don't give up hope on it, is what I'm saying. It's worth checking and trying, but definitely don't pay the astronomical prices for some things. Definitely aren't worth it. It's stupid. Like, you can get something brand new for the same price as they want something that's used and crusty. Make it make sense, Goodwill. Greedy AF. Post-workout, let me show you guys what we're going to be snacking on in between our thrifting, okay? Like, make it make sense. We've got our protein coffee, of course. Going to get that in. A little caffeine, a little protein post-workout. And then we're finished pretty early today. It is 9:30. Most of the time I don't get out of here until right before 10. But again, no headphones. I was like, get in, get out, girl, get this done. And I've got three, like a whole freaking loaf of the Pepperidge Farm raisin swirl bread. I got three. Each of these are 100 calories. So this is 300 calories. I think my coffee is like 87 calories. And then we'll eat the rest of the stuff that I have to cook up when we get home. We should get home earlier than what I was expecting. So that should be good. Right on track for getting our food, our fuel, and our meals in for the day. Back home from our thrifting fun, so we've got the rest of our post-workout meal, 2 eggs and 2 of the chicken sausages from Aldi. Remember, I had 3 slices of raisin bread and protein coffee, so everything together would have been 651 calories, 41 protein, 66 carbs, 25 fat, and 3 fiber. Lunchtime, because the shark is here and I am starving. Literally, it's 1:30. We ate at 12. Well, you know, the rest of my post-workout, not all of it together. But man, I am ravenous. The shark comes the week of, and I am like beast mode when it comes to needing the food. So we've got the tuna game, okay? I know protein is hella expensive right now. A hack to get protein in for the cheap is to incorporate tuna. Now, am I telling you to eat it every single day for the whole month? No, but at least once
out of the month for a week, incorporate tuna for your lunch. I'm telling you, it's going to be cheap, protein, and it's going to do you good. All right. There's so many studies out there that says the mercury thing, blah, blah, blah. So don't come for me for that. Do your own research. But we've got a can of tuna, got a little bit of light mayo, mustard, and I like to put the garlic salt with parsley from Aldi in there and pepper, a serving of the Snack Factory Bites honey mustard. If you see that orange glow, that's my little vintage Bubba Light. Love that thing. We've got a cheese stick, light cheese stick, and y'all, since coming back from vacation, the fruit options are sparse. So I've got apples out the wazoo, but that's about it. Okay, so I saw we had some canned pineapple. I'm trying not to go to the store until, remember, 2-week grocery haul until next week. I am going to pop in the store tomorrow and get bananas, sour cream for our nuggy night to make our ranch, because we're out of ranch. Can't have that for nuggy night especially. And there was something else I needed to get. Oh, green beans and potatoes, the bag for the side of nuggy night. I don't have that. So 3 things until we can get, I don't think that's bad. So we've got a serving of pineapple, which is 80 calories for a total of 385 calories, 28 grams of protein, 42 carbs, 11 fat, and 2 fiber. And my Crockpot chicken spaghetti says it has about an hour left, low on 8, but I'm going to be leaving here in about 30 minutes, so I don't want to leave it getting overcooked, you know. So I'm going to see if the chicken's ready, and I'm just going to put it off. When we get back, we'll do the next step for the chicken spaghetti. We haven't had chicken spaghetti in forever. Is everybody putting Crockpot stuff on plan? I have my cheeseburger soup on plan for next week because it's supposed to be a little chilly. It's been in the upper 50s in the morning, and then it gets hot as all hell around 10 o'clock. You have to wear 2 outfits down here in Louisiana. One in the morning when you leave, and then midday through the rest of the day, and then at night you got to change again. But I've got all the Crockpot things because it is that time. It's a time of the season for Crockpot-ish. Chicken spaghetti is done, and it looks so good. We haven't had it in forever. Look at it. I will have this link down below in the iCards above. It's been on the channel for a while now, but if you are new and you've never made chicken spaghetti before, you definitely got to make it. We have a serving of the Crockpot chicken spaghetti plated up for 489 calories, 37 protein, 55 carbs, 14 fat, and 3 fiber for this Thursday night. So I'm the worst vlogger ever and totally left you guys at dinner hanging and did not pick the camera up again. I have to get back in the rhythm of vlogging since coming from vacation. It is now Friday. We're at Crunchy, routine, autopilot, drive ourselves here. I had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch last night that I didn't show y'all. We were watching Is It Cake on Netflix. Are y'all watching the Halloween one? Waylon and I are loving it. He loves that show regardless. It doesn't matter to the theme, but of course the Halloween one we had to watch. We have not started the finale yet, the final show. So we have watched all of them. We watched an episode last night and he was chopping me like, get your cereal and get in here and come on, I'm starting the show right now. Hustle, woman. I swear he's getting bossy as he gets older. Him and his daddy are like 2 peas in a pod. I swear they are exact clones of one another. It's honestly scary at this point. I talk about it all the time and my husband and Waylon do not deny it. When I say that, they're like, we know we are identical twins. Like living with a house with all boys, including the dog. What is my life? Last night we had how many grams of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? 61 grams. And we had a cup of almond milk with 283 calories, 4 protein, 50 carbs, 8 fat, and 5 fiber. That wrapped us out for Thursday's macros at 2,279 calories, 135 protein, 295 carbs, and 63 fat. And my fiber was low AF, but guess what? When you're taking the turmeric and the magnesium, which I call the nightly cocktail every night, everything moves and flows regardless. So if you have a low day of fiber, not intentionally, y'all know I try to strive for 25 grams of fiber at least per day. Didn't happen yesterday. It's okay. Everything was fine this morning. So I highly recommend taking the nightly cocktail, especially for days where you are lacking on the fiber game for sure. I've got to get raspberries and fruit back in my life. I mentioned yesterday we are slacking on the fruit. I did stop and get some bananas just to have for today and for the weekend until Tuesday when I go back grocery shopping. I spent $7 for week 2 if you want to count, going in and getting sour cream, bananas, and the green bean potato medley frozen for tonight's nuggy night is what we are having. But before I get off and close the video, I've got
two things I want to ask y'all. So I have been stirring and stewing, wanting to do like a rapid fire question video, kind of like a Q&A, but I don't like labeling them Q&As, more like rapid fire. Let's go through some questions. Y'all have so many great ones in the videos that y'all comment, and I try to screenshot them and remember to maybe do a dedicated video, but I want to kind of answer all of them in one video, kind of rapid fire as quick as I can. Y'all know girls long-winded, but I will try. So like for instance, I've had a lot of you guys ask me and want to see how I use the wool dryer balls with the essential oils in the laundry room. So like random shit, like it doesn't even have to be about fitness, right? I've had a lot of you guys want me to touch and talk on how to deal, cope, and overcome binge eating, because at one point in my life, I definitely was there and struggled with it too. And a lot of you guys do as well. So y'all want me to talk about that. So just random stuff. Again, it doesn't have to be fitness related. Y'all know I'm a spooky bitch. I love all the things spooky. We're getting close to Halloween. Stranger Things is coming. Like anything you guys want me to talk about. It doesn't even have to be a question, just like a topic you want me to like, go off on for a minute. I want to do a whole video on a random rapid fire type of question show you video, if you will. So leave those down below in the comments of anything particular you want me to answer or discussion of topic you want me to discuss. Second thing is Christmas. I mentioned it in this thrifting video that's going to be coming up. I did buy a couple of clothes items already for Waylon, but we went on our Universal trip and I've already talked to the boys and told them that, you know, like that was a big part of your Christmas from mom and dad. Obviously Santa's gonna come and all the things. So I need some inspiration on things to get. Like Waylon, I have covered. He's easy. I'm asking for my special needs parents, my autism mamas out there. Anything that your kid with autism is like absolutely loving, please drop it in the comments down below. Like Trey is so hard to buy for. The boy wants nothing but his tablet and his sock, which is like those like onesie things that are real closed and tight, which I am going to get him a new one because the one he has right now is old AF and needs to be replaced. And I'm going to get him a blanket, probably a new pair of shoes, because the boy wears a size men's 15 and already needs like a 15 and a half, 16. He's 12. By the time Christmas gets here, he's going to be 13. I cannot believe I'm going to have a teenager on my hands. But I need some autism inspo gift ideas for him. Just a couple of things. Like we're not going overboard. Like I said, I'm going to be getting him clothes from mom and dad, but some things in inspo maybe for Santa, for what he can get Trey for Christmas this year. So rapid fire that down below, please, for any of my mamas with autism kiddos that are loving anything specific. That would be greatly appreciated. So that's going to do it for this full day of eating. I'm at the gym. I'm going to go hit an upper day. I did something last night where I freaking jacked up my neck. I don't know if I was sleeping like upside down backwards, but I woke up and I was like, my neck, my back, you know, 42. That's what happens when you wake up in the morning nowadays. Like, Lord of mercy. Go in here and move my body. We're going to do some more thrifting fun. So make sure to stay tuned for that Thrifting Thursday video this week. It's going to be jam-packed, lots of stores, 3 days of thrifting in there with tons of hauls. So stay tuned for that. And again, I want to do that rapid fire question video soon, maybe this week if we can get questions in time. Topics of discussion, so leave that down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy these weekly full day of eatings. If you are new, subscribe. I love to have you a part of the family here. Hype the video if it prompts you. You only get 3 hypes a week. I would greatly appreciate it if I was one of your 3. Y'all have an amazing day today. Y'all make today your bitch. Start off this week strong, carry that positivity throughout the week, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind.
make hair purple. Alive better. No die.
Alrighty, we'll look right over here. 1, 2, 3, and one more. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Goodbye, friends.